In March 2021, a video about the new house of Agafya Lykova was released on our channel. Built with the support of Russian billionaire Oleg Deripaska. Thousands of comments have been written that the house is not suitable for the cold region of Caucasia. A bar of 150 x 150 mm is suitable only for summer houses or terraces in the suburbs of central Russia. For Siberia, only a chopped log of a decent diameter is suitable, and first you need to wait 6 months for the tree to sit down. Many were outraged that the house was collected not in a warm corner, but in a dovetail. Allegedly, gathering in a warm corner allows you to keep a lot more heat. The following phrases were sounded: beams are not used in cold regions without insulation. The Chinese take out the forest, but Lykova cannot allocate several cubes of forest in the reserve. Agafya needs a brick oven, not an iron one, since an iron one does not give heat and it is not possible to bake bread on it. The builders have saved the sheet metal under the stove and a fire could occur. The builders saved on the 6-meter length of timber by delivering instead 3-meter boards and hiding the joint on the ceiling with a special cover strip. When completing the finishing, the builders did not bother much with beauty and correctness, so the edges of the boards do not fit together, breaking the line. Despite the all-Russian prairie campaign of Deripaska's generous gesture, the gift ended up with a marriage. Now the billionaire will write off all his expenses and receive tax breaks. Is this really so? Let's sort it out in order. At first, of course, according to all building codes, 150 by 150 timber is only suitable for summer houses. But, perhaps, before next winter they plan to sheathe the house with insulation, after the timber has shrunk. Secondly, it's not a fact that assembling a house in a dovetail is so bad. It depends on the craftsman, on the quality of the felling. Assembly in a warm corner is now used less and less often due to the length of the process. As for the Chinese who export timber from Russia, they do not take out the reserved forest. They buy it from our Russian loggers, to whom the state allocates plots for felling. This export of timber from Russia has nothing to do with Agafya Lykova. The Hermit lives in the reserve and no one has the right to make a decision on deforestation in the protected area. And even President Putin has no right to make a decision to bypass this law one time. The next all-Russian referendum should not be held over the construction of one house in the taiga. Now about the iron furnace that we see in this photo. First, the iron stove is temporary. In the summer, they plan to build a brick oven, which is simply necessary for baking bread and keeping warm at night. The heated brick gives off heat for a long time and gradually. You do not need to wake up often at night and throw up firewood. Secondly, this particular iron stove is not so bad. See the characteristics of this oven. The Brenner and long burning heating stove is a 2-burner stove consisting of 2 combustion chambers. The lower chamber, the gasification chambers, the upper chamber, the afterburning chambers. The stove is designed to heat a room with a volume of up to 100 cubic meters and can operate on 1 firewood for up to 6 hours. A 6-liter container boils in 30 minutes. Due to the fact that the pipes forming the body of the furnace and 2/3 are in the furnace of the furnace, there is a maximum heating of the air circulating through the pipes. The Brenner stove operates on all types of solid fuels: wood, cardboard, wood, peat briquettes. And the most important advantage: it is best for stoves and use large round logs, no need to chop wood. As for saving the iron sheet under the oven, yes, they did not think it over. When laying firewood, coals may fall out of the stove and fall onto the wooden floor. You need to additionally put another iron sheet, regarding not 6, but 3-meter ceiling boards. Building materials for the house were delivered by river. First, the wooden house was assembled in a Balkan, then the block house was dismantled for delivery into difficult terrain. For the capture of the Lykovs, the building material was lifted to the upper reaches of the river on a snowmobile. In total, it took about 18 flights, because at one time it is possible to transport only 1.5 tons. Perhaps the 6-meter boards simply did not fit. Why didn't they bring round logs to the hunt? Heavy round logs can only be transported by a cargo helicopter, which is very expensive. One flight of such a helicopter will cost more than the cost of the whole house. As for the billionaire Deripaska, the man donated a house to the Hermit. Why, as they say, look a gift horse in the mouth. In modern Russia, there have been no tax breaks for charitable donations for a long time. Those who do not believe in this can consult a lawyer. Moreover, perhaps billionaire Deripaska has not yet fully completed his intended mission. Perhaps he will additionally build a new bathhouse, a new shed for goods. Will supply a wind power generator and solar panels. So that Agafya Lykova had a washing machine, a microwave oven and an ordinary light bulb burned. That's just a question. Does she need all this? Who has an opinion on this, please write in the comments under the video. We also remind you that you can read the history of the appearance of the Lykov family in the upper reaches of the Abakan in the recently published book by Sergei Usik, Exodus. The history of the Lykov family, which was presented in a number of cities in western Siberia. You can buy the book by contacting the author directly and agreeing on the shipment. A link to Sergei Usik's Facebook page can be found in the description of this video. This is the only book about a family of old believers that has not been censored in any way. In it you will read the whole truth. I also ask you to subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell and rate this video. I also ask you to go to other videos about Agafya Lykova, which you now see in the end screensavers. Thank you all for watching.